Hello everybody, welcome back to 5 Minute Science. I'm Mr. Richards, and in this episode we will be learning how clouds work by making a cloud in a bottle. So I'm right outside of the charter school right now, and this is a great example of the water cycle, which we've been learning about and we're going to continue learning about next week. It's raining, and yep, it's April, and it's raining. But what's going on here? Why is water falling down from the sky? Why is it all foggy, and how come how come this is all happening? We're going to investigate this by creating our own little atmosphere inside of a water bottle, and we're going to see if we can create some water droplets by adjusting the pressure inside of that water bottle. So check it out. So in order to do this experiment, we're just going to need a clear plastic water bottle with a lid, some water, some matches, and then a piece of paper or something you can use to generate a little bit of smoke. And we'll talk about why the smoke is important here in a minute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this this clear plastic water bottle, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it. Okay, so I've added water to this thing, and I'm going to kind of shake it around there. I'm going to leave the lid off for a little while, probably like a minute or two. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want this water to kind of start evaporating, and the gas to fill up that bottle until it kind of overflows and pushes a lot of the air out. And even though the water is cool, it was just from the tap, it'll still start to evaporate in there just from the heat of the room. Okay, so let's talk for a minute just about pressure. So if I go ahead and take this lid here and I cap my water bottle, and I go ahead and give this water bottle a squeeze like this, I am lowering the volume of this container, right? So I'm squeezing the same amount of air and steam into a smaller space, and that's going to increase the pressure. So if I squeeze it, I'm increasing the pressure, right? That's why when I let go, it kind of pops back out, right? So the pressure wants to be the same as the atmosphere. So I can squeeze, increase the pressure, and then I can let it out, and I can decrease the pressure. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to create a cloud. I'm trying to create water that will condense in liquid form. And when I squeeze it and increase the pressure, the temperature also increases, because when you pack things into a smaller space, they rub against each other and they distribute that kinetic energy among all of the molecules, and the whole volume of air and water vapor heats up. So increase of pressure increases the temperature. Boom, if I let it go, it causes a decrease in the pressure and a decrease in the temperature. Now, what happens with water is when you have the steam going up, it's in a gaseous form. If you cool it down very quickly, then that gaseous water will condense into a liquid form again, and it will form droplets. But you can see right now, I'm doing that, letting it go, nothing is happening because those water molecules do not have anything to condense on. So we're going to give them some tiny, tiny little particulates so that they can condense onto a surface. That's right, it's time to play with fire. Class A would be excited. I've got my matches here, and I'm just going to assume that the fire alarm is not going to go off. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take my matches here, and I'm going to go ahead and strike one. I'm going to light this piece of a note card. I hear a piece of paper would do fine. Anything to create a little bit of extra smoke, and then I'm going to throw it in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and cap the lid on there so all that smoke that goes in there stays in that bottle. Okay, so here we go. Put this here. Ooh. Okay, a little bit of smoke. There we go. Okay, come on, burn. Okay, and there we go. And ouch, got some smoke in there. And I'm gonna cap the lid. Okay, now we've got smoke in our bottle. Okay, so I've left this bottle just for a minute, and already something super cool has happened. The bottle seems to have filled up with kind of a cloud in there. And it's not actually smoke, it actually is water droplets. And what they're doing is they're condensing onto the smoke in here. So the smoke is providing a surface for that those water droplets to go ahead and condense onto. So you can kind of see what's going to happen if I increase the pressure and the temperature here. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the pressure and temperature by squeezing that bottle. Notice how it gets clear, and then when I let go of it, boom, the cloud forms again, right? So I decreased the pressure, decrease the temperature, and then those water droplets form again on the smoke, right? So again, increasing the pressure and temperature, the water droplets go away, and then boom, let go, and the water droplets form again, just like a cloud forms in the atmosphere. So you might have some questions about this, like, well, does that mean that clouds form onto particulates, onto little, smoke or whatever in the air? And the answer is yes, they do. That's why in San Francisco, for example, there's a lot of fog because you have this moist, warm air coming in off the ocean. And then you have a lot of pollution as well. And so that moist, warm air condenses on all of that pollution and forms the kind of stereotypical fog of the Bay Area in California. Also, wildfires will do the same thing. If you have moist, warm air coming and wildfire smoke, you'll probably notice you get a lot of fog. But go ahead and build your own. It's pretty cool. You can kind of play around with it, create your own cloud, and hopefully you learned a little something about how the water cycle works and how clouds form. So, all right, talk to you guys later.